Booyah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pure Love's Ascensions card reading, Soul Tribe. Welcome, everybody. Hey, I just, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, sis, right? I got
Yeah.
a feeling to just go ahead and do a Soul Tribe reading. Things have been real busy and it's hard to do this on a weekly basis. So just going to do it when the feeling moves us. Also, there's just a little different way that we're going to do the card reads. So if you're in chat, it used to be if you were in chat, you were going to get an automatic read, but sometimes people don't always want that. So if you want to read, simply type in capital letters, read. Okay. That way I can get you on the list and we'll do a card read for you. Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing, Teresa?
Good. I'm doing fine. Thank
Good.
you.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
How's the little baby kitty doing?
A menace.
She sure is cute.
Yeah, she's into everything. But the good news is I was shocked because she kind of like stares at Ruby like, "Don't come near me." And Ruby's been keeping a healthy distance and being very gentle with her.
Mm-hmm.
And because Ruby's used to cats,
Uh-huh.
so um. But I came out of the shower. I came walking into my room, and there's Ruby on her doggy bed. And
Mm-hmm.
the kitty was curled up on the floor in front of the doggy bed, right at Ruby's belly,
Yeah,
which
Ruby's
was
loving it.
really strange for a stray cat who has almost feral and was hissing at Ruby for the first 3 or 4 days. Every time Ruby passed her in the hallway, she. But
Mm-hmm.
now I found them in here like laying together and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The
They're
damn
love.
cat runs from me
Uh-huh. I
because
think Ruby manifested her. It's my understanding that Ruby manifested the kitty cat. She wanted the little friend, the something to play with kind of thing, keep her company because she was a little lonely there for a
yeah,
while.
I think you're right about that. Because they've been sharing ball balls in the hallway today.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah, so.
All right. So I'm thinking,
Oh,
let's
SG
get,
is here.
yeah,
SG's in the.
SG is here. And SG is the first one to get a card read. And Teresa's done a little meditation on your card. There's something special about you, SG, that I was picking up. So she'll read your card for you.
Yeah.
Also, too, to get us going, I thought I'd just hit the little singing bowl here and just kind of clear everybody's energy. So just, whatever's going on through in the day, just let it all go and just
Yeah.
relax. And it's just about having a good time tonight and just hanging out, no stress, and just some good card reads. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Truth Seeker on there too.
So if you want a card read, capital READ
Mhm.
in the chat room,
I
please.
got you, Truth Seeker. You're set. And pretty much okay, and then we'll acknowledge chat. But let's go ahead and just get everybody in the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just clear the energies. Let it all go. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Mellow.
Hello.
Okay, let's get this party started. SG, you are up. Teresa, you want to go ahead and read that first card for that person?
Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
I pulled
Okay.
from the Stacy DeMarco's Divine Animals Oracle with a
Show us
connection
the deck.
with nature. So
Okay.
the book looks like this.
Right. Okay. So you're using the Divine Animals Oracle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm using Beyond Lemuria, Izzy Ivy. I really love this deck. It's very colorful. Both decks are just great, but this is the first time I'm using the deck.
Yeah.
Hi, Max Vision. Good to have you with us.
Also going to use tonight the Ilana Fairchild's Lightworker Oracle guidebook.
Ooh, I like that one too. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a really good. Really good deck, and it's. But I don't know you, SG, so I hope this resonates with you. I did try to tap in, even though I don't know you, and I got both a connection to the angelic realms as well as nature. So I could go either or on the card deck, but I ended up pulling. Uh, it ended up popping out, and that's the deer. So hopefully you can see the deer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's a nature card. And deer is about your own personal power. Okay. So you are enough. Universe is saying to you tonight, you are enough. You are worthy. Ethics are a part of building genuine personal power. Stand strong in front of bullies and hold your boundaries tenaciously.
Mm-hmm.
Be proud of what you have achieved, but humble in your outlook. So that's what this message is for you. And comes over here. The magic of the deer power. If deer has been in your path today, and it is with this card, deer magic is all about your own personal power. When you feel powerless or small in any way, just imagine a stag with a crown of antlers standing by you. It lends you its presence and strength. The deer energy is also great for healing a weak body and for going on astral journeys, as the Norse legend talks about. And there's a legend in here. So picture antlers, picture a woman with a deer, a bow, an arrow, a hood. That's your visualization. And there are 23 different species of deer that are now listed on the endangered list. But the ones that are remaining because they're standing in their power. Deer are magnificent creatures that have long been part of the life of humans. Hunting of deer is one of the most ancient and continual of all animal hunting, which is confirmed by Paleolithic drawings. Deers offer meat, leather, skins, and antlers. Our ancestors used the whole animal, and those traditional cultures that still hunt deer as part of a traditional way of life tend to do the same. So they're very respected and very revered. So whatever's going on in your life, stand in your power.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take anything off of bullies, and use your humility, as a way of dealing with these people, and keep yourself humble in your outlook.
Stay grounded. You
Stay
seem
grounded.
like the feeling we were getting is that you're very grounded and you're super connected to earth and nature. You have a nature connection as well. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. But yeah, stand in your power. That's what it's all about. Take
I hope
control.
that resonates.
Cool. All right. Just to acknowledge everyone in chat, we've got Chloe. Good to have you with us. Hope you're not working too hard. Chloe, I'm going to read your card next. Hi, Big L. How's it going? Where are you? You're in Mississippi. Cool. Jules, good to see you. I guess you're out washing the car. Cool. Frame those windows and fill. Frame, flip, and fill.
Oh, forget it. You're not at work right now. Let it go.
No streaks. That's too funny. Kel, good to have you with us, kitty cat. Love you.
Hey,
We've
Kelly.
been playing some Xbox and
I'm putting up with her again tonight, Kelly.
I can't wait to play after this. So awesome. Lucky Stone, good to have you with us. Yes, the Soul Tribe is prospering. I am prospering. We are all prospering together. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you.
You don't feel grounded, SG? Then that's exactly what this card is telling you. Is to go out and get grounded, spend some time in nature. Mm-hmm. Take some walks. It's fall. Enjoy the colors changes in fall, and get out by a lake or a river or a cave or anything. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I do it like 2 or 3 times a week. I just get out of the house and I just go for a ride. Sometimes I didn't even get out of the car. Maybe
it was more of learning how to ground. Maybe it wasn't so much of grounding, but maybe learning more how to ground.
That's why I'm mentioning a good way of grounding is to get yourself into a centered place where things are quiet. There aren't a lot of people around. And just close your eyes, breathe, be with yourself, get inside your own self. and
Hmm.
just listen to the sounds of nature, feel the wind on your face, get that grounding in place there,
Just
and
kind of
hold
center.
that feeling, that
Hmm.
centered feeling throughout your day
Hmm.
as you do your tasks.
Hmm.
And your body will teach you how to ground if that's the
Yeah.
issue.
Try not to react.
You do like taking nature photos? Yeah.
Ooh,
I
cool.
was getting animals,
Uh-huh.
and I was getting landscapes when
Hmm.
Lori asked me, and I also got the angelic. Do you
Hmm.
talk to an angel, SG? Do you have an angel guide by any chance? Think about that, and maybe if you don't, maybe what the message is start connecting
Yeah.
to to your angelic guides, and you do that by getting centered and getting grounded.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
anyway,
Truth Seeker's with us tonight, and
hey,
she's asking about any news on Gazakov and the protest.
yes,
You do
yes.
have some info on that. Yeah.
Yeah, Gary checked in today. In fact, if he has time, he might pop in. But Gary was overwhelmed by the energy in the crowd. I think Jules can tell us it was anywhere from 60,000 to 100,000 people gathered in the city of Melbourne.
Hmm.
And they had a tremendous turnout for their last protest. And he said that the energy coming from the collective conscious intent to get this court to shift its opinion on the mandate was very powerful.
I
And last
bet.
night on our show, we created an egregore for
Hmm.
that purpose, and I put out a posting about it today. And Gary
Yeah.
said, "Thank you for that, everyone."
That's awesome.
And he loves everyone and thanks you for your support.
Hmm.
And actually, what he's gotten out of this, now get this, folks, all this trauma that he's gone through with his work situation and the um, persecution, if you will, there in the way that people are being treated. He and his wife had been planning for some time now to make a move out of that area. They're out right now looking at land that he can grow his trees and all
Hmm.
his vegetables and fruits.
Yep.
And they're finally moving forward with that effort. This whole thing propelled them in a different direction to chase their dream. So the discussion we had today was all these things out of chaos and madness
Hmm.
comes a new appreciation for doing the things that serve your higher purpose and that bring you joy.
Yeah.
And so he gets that out of it. He gets that motivation to get up and go and see his dreams come true. And they've actually been looking at property today.
That's excellent.
So we're just
Yeah.
going to send out the intents that they find what they're looking
Yeah.
for and get out
Sometimes.
of that area that they're in that's so pulling his energy, and just get
Yeah.
them out into a place where they're going to have joy
Yeah.
and peace and
Best possible outcome for sure.
mhm,
So that's
mhm,
awesome. Truth
yep.
Seeker, good to see you. Great question. Thanks for asking that. Doug Stack, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're having a
Hey,
good time
Doug.
with your family. We'll read a card for you. Yep, gotcha. Elderberry, good to see you always. Nice. And let's see
I
who else we
saw
have.
I saw
I think that's
Max
about.
Vision's in here. Hey,
Yeah,
Max.
Max is in here.
Now, Max
And
had a show today, and I couldn't watch it because I was working, but
oh,
I'll catch it later, Max.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Cool. So, Chloe, I pulled the card for Chloe,
Yep.
and you'll have Julianne next, Teresa, just so you know.
Julianne, okay.
Yep. Um,
Jules.
so, Chloe, I pulled the Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine, and I really like this deck. Super colorful. Merging with the divine, transcendence, letting go, being filled with the divine light, channeling karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, ascension. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been, seeking glimpse the greater dream. So remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. And consider that paradigms outside this physical reality may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration and can think outside the mind. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously right now across multiple dimensions. Wow. So open
Wow.
yourself up to that divine. Take a sip of the divine, get a drink. It's good stuff. Hope that resonated, Chloe. Awesome. All right, Jules is up next.
Jules is up next.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, Jules. Ah, boy. Okay, so this is the key of light. The key of light, Jules. And they're using the representation of Archangel Michael,
Ooh.
which is one of the most powerful archangels for those of us who tap into the angelic realm.
Yeah.
But it's the key of light. And what this card is really about, it's about not only your own internal clearing away of any obstructions that might cross your path, physical, emotional, or psychological, but it's also about working with Michael to help others do the same through your stories. So there's no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want, is your message to others. You now hold within you the hands of a divine key that will assist you in many ways in getting your message out to other people. Tonight, this angel has a message for you, Jules. You have the power of the divine within you. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that another person or set of circumstances or the entire world holds more power than you. It isn't true. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require the outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Though as you choose freedom, other circumstances often change radically around you. So for now, to be free, use the key of light and teach others how to do the same if at all possible. This means staying true to what you know for yourself. This is so Jules. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave in to naysayers or fear generators, Jules. Most especially, do not collapse under your own old fears or doubts about anything. Gently and persistently, cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle, free you from any apparent prison, and ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. Share this message with others. All doors will be open to you and to them. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. And she's doing exactly that. So that's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
And now backing one more thing here.
Okay.
Give thanks for the divine gift of liberation from any restraining circumstances. Give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door you choose and open any door you choose. Be grateful for the loving encouragement of the universe, reminding you that it will be successful in fulfilling your divine life's purpose. Ask in your intents if you can be assisted by the unconditional love of the universe to use your own power of freedom and wisdom. In helping yourselves and helping others, may all beings be blessed by the grace of the divine, so that the past ceases to hold them in any pain and presents new opportunities of love that they can be accepted and accept. May humanity open the door to light and love within through your own free will and the unconditionally loving guides that serve human evolution. So be it. Thanks, Jules, for all you're doing.
Yes, most
messages to
definitely.
all of us. Yep.
Fast and steady.
Came right out of the
course. Awesome.
Amazing.
Cool. Okay, Big Al, it's your turn. I got you. And I pulled the 11 card. It's the Ether Seamless Unspeakable. Wow. A lot of color in that. Interesting. So, 0 point field, the void, blank canvas, threshold, anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. Endless possibilities, limitless paradox. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the silent meditative moment out of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed, and it is the light we may fear to be darkness when just for one moment everything ceases to exist. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate, and from here we can choose where we go. The land has been tilted in readiness for the flowers. I'm sorry, the land has been tilled in readiness for the flowers. We wish to seed. Outdated doors have been closed, and in the space between the breaths, we open the new ones. We may be perceived as the endless. Black nothingness is actually the illuminated eternal, the core that all our fears may be peeled back to. When we step through the darkness, we realize it is only a short distance away from the white void at the center of creation and heaven. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving our whole life to meet and yet simultaneously, subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know we are held and allow ourselves the spaciousness to drop deeper into the experience of our existence. Wow. So immersion into the self. Yep.
Wow.
Good card. Oof.
Very
Deep,
nice.
deep, 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 deep. All right. Elderberry is up.
Elderberry.
Elderberry. Hey,
Okay,
Susie
so
Q. Good to see you. Grandpa Brian. Love seeing you here.
hi. Hi, Susie.
Just a reminder, if anybody wants a reading, just type in chat, capital letters, read. Oh,
Well,
kitty cat.
Barry, since you have your own animal medicine card deck now, finally, I'll leave that to you, and I'll switch over to Lightworker Oracle card.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled for you, Universe's Initiation by Air, Barry. Initiation by Air, number 24. Let me hold it up here for you. So, Barry, you're still full of hot air. No, just kidding. No, you're not. Okay. All right. You have a strong and powerful mind. Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
The mind can be a great asset to you. It can bring you comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your own power and making you doubt your own heart, keeping you trapped in fear at times. The mind, developed without a loving spiritual practice, can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind and power, Barry? Spirit is saying to you that your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. We're not talking about weed, although that can help. Stay away from Gary.
Here
No,
you
just
go,
kidding.
Barry.
No, not Gary. David Castle. There you go. These two. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with thoughts of optimism, Barry. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information. Much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media. Ooh.
Mm.
Which is invested in controlling others and manipulating them through fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. So, If you're tuning in too much to the media, tune out a little bit. Chill a little bit. Don't let your anger get to you. Don't let your frustration get to you. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of your heart rather than serve your heart's purpose. The mind can be trained to be a great manager, creator, and defender of what has actual genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what is meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart and not the mind. When the mind is given to task to um, feel and the heart's told not to feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter through this initiation, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you once held to be true. As you disengaged from habitual mental patterns, you will begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. And soon you will begin to experience yourself as the peaceful, steady light of love that you are actually in truth. So, hope that resonates with you. If there's anything that's been pulling you down, or if you're just getting into the media too much, back off a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
Back
Hit the
off.
reverse.
Hit the reverse. Here's your invocation, Barry. Call upon the unconditionally loving ones to help you empty and refresh your mind, renewed in eternal love. May you express your freedom in making wise decisions that create joy and love in you and in the world. You ask for divine mercy, compassion, protection, and instruction to assist you in bringing your mind into a loving consciousness. May the light of the divine shine unobstructed through your mind, bringing peace to the world. May the unconditionally loving helpers of humanity help bring light, healing, and joy to the minds of all. Through your own free will, so be it. Hope that resonated with you, Barry.
He did say it did. He said,
okay.
Thank you, Teresa. Actually needed that read. Good. I'm
Good,
glad.
brother.
Yeah, that's good. All right. I've got Truth Seeker. Yay. Really loved your video last night, Truth Seeker. It was really cool. Interesting takes on that, though. That was a little surprised by those takes on what they might be. But yeah, I kind of had my own gnosis on that, but it's all good. Truth Seeker, I pulled the Balanced Forces card for you. Ooh, balanced forces. Yin and yang, productive flow, masculine and feminine energy, the balance of duality, patriarchal paradigm being a rebalanced equity, balance, and perceptive. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, meaning they were not a specific gender. As they were only partially formed in the physical realm, they did not inhabit a paradigm of duality. They were a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as it is densified in physical form. We all hold a mix of masculine and feminine energies within us. Masculine energy is more about focus in forward direction, while feminine energy is more holistic and peripheral. Masculine energy is that of logistics, actioning desires into being, and has more of a controlled and rigid vibration. And feminine energy is freer flowing, nurturing, creative, and receptive. Both sides are to be celebrated, but in our efforts to rebalance, inequality and prejudice can occur. In the current paradigm, masculine and feminine energies are imbalanced as our global culture is largely patriarchal and strongly influenced by the masculine energy. Efforts to revitalize the feminine flow have been incrementally shifting in balance over the last century. Ain't that the truth? It is the time to call minded-based intellect, scientists, data, linear direction, and an acquisition of power. To have an optimal human experience, we must embody the balance of masculine and feminine energies. We can daydream in a receptive fluidity and then action our ideas into reality. We can soft and nurturing We can be soft and nurturing and also firm and direct as needed. And we can be determined, compassionate, grateful, vulnerable, visionary, and strong. There can be focus, free flow. We may not draw on these energies simultaneously, but when we access them both equally, we can be truly powerful, centered beings. When we bridge the duality within ourselves, we can seed more balance in our outer world. Wow. So
Mhm.
it's asking you to just, invites you to look at the masculine and feminine energies for a more balanced perspective. Okay.
Whose read was that?
That was for Truth Seeker.
Wow. What a
Yeah.
nice read.
That was a really powerful card for her
Hi,
as well.
Mary. Hi,
So,
Brenda.
yep.
Welcome.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hope that resonated, Truth Seeker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kellis
All
wants a
right.
read. Brenda
I've
wants a read.
got it. David Castle as well. Got
Yep.
shown the list. All right, Tracy, you've got Dougster.
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 Okay. Who, Dougster? I'm going to graduate Dougster from the animal card deck, and I'm going to bring him
Okay.
over to something a little deeper. Because my brother, you're ready for this. Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah. Hang on, I'm searching Doug.
Go for it.
Searching Doug.
Spidey senses.
All right.
I think I'm going to do.
Interesting for Doug. Woo-hoo. Time to tap in, buddy. Divine Talents is your card. The universe is sending you Divine Talents. It doesn't mean you whip out a flute and start rocking and rolling, but you could. It could. So let me get over there. Number 39. You can see him dancing around his fire pit now with a flute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Singing the
He's
abundance
lost
song.
all this weight. It's like he's lost the weight of 1.5 people. I mean, he's doing fantastic.
Good for him. Good
You should
for
see
him.
his new profile picture.
Yeah?
Woo! Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's a little hunk of a nice looking hunk of chunk of there.
Chunk of man, huh?
Yeah, but a good one. Yeah, he's
Awesome.
looking handsome these days. I'm serious.
Good.
Okay, Divine Talents. This is all about unlocking spiritual talents that you actually have, that we all have within us. A lot of us just forgot how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And as we become more awake and more aware in our connection with spirit, we learn how to intuitively tap into and use those gifts. Okay? So, universe is telling you are a talented soul. Over many lifetimes, you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness and attract healing energy and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. You might not even be aware of this, Doug, but I've seen it in you many times, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable talent. In other words, you have your own unique gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be afraid to use them. Okay? Divine talents are a way in which the universe reminds us of what we are here to do. Divine talents are unlimited. They include the ability to channel spiritual guides and healing energy, to perceive clairvoyantly, to be psychic and even empathic. Other spiritual talents are the ability to release earthbound spirits, earth healing techniques such as working with energy grids, as well as healing ability with crystals, and the many and varied technologies of light. Now, this doesn't mean you go out and try to do everything all at once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people go overboard and just like start drinking.
Baby steps.
Just take little steps. Start working with crystals. You've already been trying to do your meditation when you do your walks. You meditate normally when you do your walks, you know. There are other spiritual talents too. These include writing, performing, sound healing, dancing to awaken awareness, creative art, photography, divinely inspired tools, maybe even making things, cooking food that heals the body, healthy foods, and spirit. Healing body and spirit is a spiritual talent, as are the abilities to bring people together. to be a bridge, to bring others together. I've seen you do a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
To offer comforting and inspiring words to others at the right time, to help others overcome their fear and feel more at peace in moments of importance and more. He's doing this with a coworker, I believe. He's
Mm-hmm.
been helping somebody. You
Good.
can use your divine talents in your career as a healer, in your work in the corporate world, or in your stay-at-home role as a parent, helping to raise more consciously secure and empowered children in a world that has desperate need of strong, spiritually grounded leaders for the future. Your children could be future leaders. You can use your talents to create a vocation that truly inspires you and brings you to light in the world. You can use them in the line at the grocery store at any point that you choose to use them. So the bottom line here is the message is start tapping in a little bit more now. You've been concentrating on the weight loss, running your business, trying to meditate, learning how to meditate. You looked into totem animals once before. I know that about you. But start, working with crystals maybe would be a good way to do it. Or even intuitive card reading, get a card deck. Just spend a couple minutes every day. Maybe the 3-minute meditation. What was it called? The sip of the divine.
Sip of the divine.
Just
I like
shut
to
down for
take a
3
drink.
minutes.
Take a
drink.
drink. Don't just take a sip. Take a drink.
Yeah. Maybe when you're on your walk or something. But
Mhm.
start tapping into those gifts, and that'll unlock your spirit, your connectivity with spirit, and you'll connect even more, Doug. That's the message.
Mhm.
Okay. There is an incantation. I think it's brief. For you, Doug. May the universe teach me to realize and trust in my divinely given talents. I ask the universe for unconditional, loving assistance in releasing any blocks or obstacles that might full to the full development and joyful expression of my spiritual gifts in this world. Help me find the courage and boldness within that I need to believe in myself and to be completely empowered to make my loving contribution to the world. Through my own free will and divine merciful grace, so be it. Hope that helps, Doug.
Yep. Good
But I've
job.
seen a lot in you, Doug, and I've seen you help people and reach people. It's all within you.
He's got a big
brother.
heart. Yep.
It's all within you.
He's a Leo. He's got a huge heart. No
Yep.
doubt. All right. So I've got Kelly, and then after Kelly, you've got Brenda tonight, Teresa.
Brenda, okay.
So
Hi,
Kelly,
Brenda.
I'm going to use the White Light Oracle card. It's actually my favorite deck right now. And I pulled for you, Kel, the Spirit of Owl. And this is about recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. The spirit owl is the wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning, underlining words, and the truth behind appearances, even in the darkness. Spirit owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened sense of spirit owl are akin to the supernatural perception of higher self. Your higher self sees through illusions and with compassion. It astutely recognizes the agendas of ego and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find constructive way to express its loving purpose. Spirit Owl enhances your connection to your higher self, guiding you beneath the compelling nature of appearances, where a vastly different and spiritually empowering perspective is available to you. So connect to your breath as you exhale, imagine, intend, feel, or visualize your energy grounding in deeper connection to the Earth Mother. You can close your eyes if you wish. Feel that the grounding process has enabled stronger internal orientation, moving your awareness inwards. Nice.
Very
Good,
nice.
good. Very good card for you, Kelly.
I
Awesome.
like that card.
Yeah, it's a good
I
one.
want that card.
So keep doing what you're doing, Kel.
Cool. All right,
It's
Miss
working
Brenda.
for you.
Ms. Brenda. Sister Brenda.
Gotcha, Susie Q.
Sure have missed you, Brenda.
Yeah.
Sure have missed you. Hope the football season, ours are going, our Damascus, they're in the playoffs.
Oh, good.
I don't know what the score was last night. I'm dying to know because nobody will tell me what. I mean, like, come on, guys. They haven't published it yet. We're in the playoffs, so we always are, but this is looking good. I hope your nephew's doing as well. Okay, Brenda. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. This card was pulled for you tonight from Spirit. You are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a higher level of attainment. Past pain and any kind of self-defeating behavior will no longer have a place in your heart. Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation or an evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. We increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will, an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. The universe wants you to know that this process takes a lifetime to complete, but as you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will also be tests along the way. These give your spirit a chance to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It's easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural laws prevail, so whether we are speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves as we grow, compassion allows forgiveness to flow more freely. There will also be tests of power. Brenda, as you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear or encouraging them with love. I'm sure you will be encouraging them with love. You already do. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You could claim your power comes from some superiority you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the grace of the divine. So divinely inspired Christus spirit in your heart. You're, this actually sounds a lot like you. Okay, your invocation. I'm calling on unconditional love of the Christ in the form of Christ consciousness, the sacred, peaceful, kind, and generous nature of my own heart. I'm open to receiving an abundance of loving kindness from the universe in unlimited forms of blessing. I allow myself to give and receive freely. All that I want and all that I need comes to me in accordance with the loving intelligence of divine timing. I feel much gratitude in my heart for the loving blessings and grace of this universe. May the light and love of the true Christ consciousness bless the hearts of all living beings, bringing peace, joy, and divine love through my own free will, so be it. I would say it's about you staying on the course that you've been, because I've seen nothing but the best from you in that regard. So if there's anything going on in your life right now that's been making you feel a little bit drawn back, step back into it, because this really does represent who you are, in my humble opinion.
I like it.
Bless you, Brenda.
Most definitely. Miss you, sister, for sure.
Yeah, we do.
All right. I've got David Castle, and then after David Castle, we have Mary Wins.
Mary Wins? Okay.
Yep. So, David, I pulled the Reclaim Your Energy card. And recapitulation, owning your power, where you put your energy is your choice. Overcoming triggers through self-awareness, energy vampires, reclaiming your soul fragments, observing the observer, shifting victim mentality. When we embrace an energy aware, lifestyle, we start to notice when we feel drained or ungrounded. We may feel flat out of our center after spending time with certain people or places. And that can happen to the best of us. The most grounded people can still feel this. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. But what about the fragments of self we gave away before we came to this awareness? Yes, it is possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness. In shamanic practice, recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves is called recapitulation. Even when we become aware of the pattern that unnecessarily chews up our energy, we may still feel drained by certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further and take note of the triggers, we see it as always our choice where our energy goes, although it might not feel that way. We may feel we need to give to people we most care about in a way that depletes us. We may hold a subconscious sense of obligation to others or a belief that our own needs cannot be met until we have taken care of everyone else's. Oh boy, do I know that one. We may run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up expectations, or ensuring we have everything our children require from us. Many of us expend energy through drama, self doubt, self sabotage, anxiety, and fear. And sometimes we sense we are giving too much, but cannot see exactly how it is happening, or that our effort may be unproductive, even counterproductive. But it doesn't have to be like this. To claim more time and energy for yourself, look at what is and isn't serving you. You may need to make changes in your external environment more often. The most effective change will be to your perception of self and what beliefs and learnings serve you, what fear based and limiting expectations are keeping you from your own power. Consciously choose and align yourself with the ideas that serve you, and suddenly you will have a lot more energy for the meaningful, inspiring parts of yourself. You will also have improved presence and more for your loved ones. So, David Castle, some of this might resonate with you, but in a way, it's like I know that you're on top of a lot of this stuff and that you do stay above it. But we all, every once in a while, just need a quick reminder, and that's all I think this card really is for you. Just a simple little reminder not to give too much of your power away when you're helping others. And I know you've got a huge heart and you do that. So just a little something for you there. Hope it resonates. Thanks, David. All right, and you're
Very
pulling
cool.
one for Mary Wins.
Yeah, it popped out 3.
Okay.
I put it back in and shuffled it. It popped
Uh-huh.
out 2. And it
Okay.
was 2 of the same of the 3. So I'm trying to give it another go here. But evidently, they really want her to have this card for whatever reason.
Okay.
So
Mary's getting it.
Mary's getting it, yeah. I'm going to do one more pass at it,
Okay.
and then I'll let you know. Because I just think it's weird that these were stuck together twice, even after shuffling.
That's happened to me. I'm like, I don't like that card, and then I shuffle and I redo it, and then I get the same card. And I'm like, okay.
I've seen that
Universe
happen to David Null when he pulls too.
Yep. Universe is saying, nope, you better read it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, you better read it.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, Mary, it keeps coming up, the same one, so I'm going to shuffle, see if it comes up a third time.
Okay.
These are big cards, so hang on. All right. Doesn't mean anything, Mary. It just means my fingers might be sticky. Who knows? But I don't think so. I don't think so, Mary. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
This one's shown up in all three groups, which means this is the card.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm not fighting it. I'm going with it.
Okay.
It says
Good.
eternal now. The eternal now.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
So 12. The eternal now. Thanks everyone for your patience, but I don't like to argue with the card.
Real quick, sis,
Yeah.
before you read that, Milky Way Soul Tribe says, Robert says, I'm on call. I just got called out, going to have to cancel tonight's show. Can you announce that, please? I'm sorry that
Sorry,
that
Robert.
happened. I'm sorry, Robert.
He's on call a lot with this job. Safe
Robert, check
travels
back
to you.
because we will read a card for you. So just check back with us when you're done, okay? We'll have that for you. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear
Sorry,
that,
gang.
Robert. Be safe out there on your travels, brother.
Yeah. Be
All
safe
right, love
and
you.
get it done. Get her done.
Okay, eternal now. All right. Okay, Mary. I've never pulled this card, so I have no clue what it's about.
I like it when you
Okay.
get one that you've never pulled before.
Oh, yeah, I don't know
It's
it.
the best. All right, here we go.
Okay, Mary. The universe wants you to know tonight that within you is a great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. Don't accept the standard quid pro quo, right?
Mhm.
You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and in your body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will also help you to overcome the past and successfully create your future. Universe says, dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in the pain of your past? Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power that you have to create what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or in the future. It happens in the here and the now by the choices you make in each and every moment.
Yep. True.
Don't we know that?
True, true.
Even now, in reading this message, you are choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the eternal now, stimulating the law of attraction into action. And as you relax in this moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. The universe is telling you tonight that it believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept this gift, in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present, to have enough stillness of mind to recognize it when it comes to you. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where you can nourish, inspire, and heal yourself. The form of this gift will be perfect for just you, Mary. And the way that it comes shall be perfect as well. It is being orchestrated by divine timing, and it will assist you to take the next step on your soul's journey successfully. Now, it could be a piece of guidance that someone gives you. It could be an inner knowing that you acquire. But you'll know it truly in your heart. You'll feel it. It'll be overwhelming to you. Okay. So still your mind whenever you can and take it in and let it come to you. It will flow to you. You're in vacation. You're going to give yourself permission to be free from past and future worry. There's so much goodness and so many gifts for me now. I choose to dwell in the peace of this moment where all is unfolding according to a secret divine perfection. My unique divine destiny is manifesting with loving care. I open to the relief of reassurance that comes to me now. I am loved and provided for, and all is happening for my greatest fulfillment. I invite divine unconditional love to awaken peace in my heart and in the hearts of all beings. Through my own free will, so be it.
I
Hope that
like
resonates
that.
for you, Mary.
Yeah,
It's
great
actually a good,
card.
great card. Yeah.
Super great card.
Eternal
Awesome.
Now.
Okay.
Cool.
Hope that resonated, Mary Wins. Most definitely. Okay, I've got Susie Q, and then you'll have Robert. And if we've
okay.
missed anyone, please put in chat read in capital letters, and we'll do that for you. She says, wow, love this. Thank you, Teresa. Love.
Ah, you're welcome, sweetheart. I hope it helps you.
Yay. Good. All right. So Susie Q, I've got Susie Q, and I pulled the water card for you.
Ooh.
Yeah. The overflow, abundance, non-attachment, the paradigm of no scarcity, allowing financial and energetic gifts to flow through and create more. During one of the most pivotal Lemurian visions, I was guided into a life where I lived in a humble mud hut, as I could create any thought in the multiple dimensions that I had access to. I simultaneously resided in a beautiful crystalline palace. I found myself in a paradigm where I could create anything at will, and thus there was no concept of scarcity, nor the need to hold on to anything. This experience initiated a shift that changed my life. We may only be starting to touch on this notion in our mundane reality. When we give more from a place of overflow than obligation, even when we think we have nothing, having it come from this mindset can only create a more abundant flow of what we want. So, yeah, remember what you want and what you don't want. And be careful, because the universe only knows what to give you. So they can't determine what's not good for you and what is good for you. They're just going to give you more of the same. The being in the picture has many hands, and yet still the water is allowed to fall through her fingers. It blesses her in the moments it touches her radiant skin and then continues on its journey. Her heart is also overflowing with love. Her eyes are filled with tears. She allows what comes through to move her without control. She gracefully allows whatever she's feeling to be expressed, and as she does so, the radiance so much light into the world. So, allowing for flow, receptivity, the path of least resistance, purity, clearing away that which no longer serves emotions. Yep. So just see the abundance as it just comes into your now and then flows out. It's constant. It's a constant rate of abundant flow. Huh. Great card. Really good cards tonight. I hope that resonated with you, Susie Q. If you're manifesting some abundance, just keep it coming and keep it positive. Awesome. Yeah, deep card. Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay. Right. You've got Robert, Milky Way.
Yes, it's an interesting message for Robert, because I have no clue. I know he's busy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he tries to do a lot of shows, so maybe there's something in this. Robert, I chose a nature deck for you. This is the sea turtle. So when you get back to watching this later,
He's gotten turtle before, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he has.
But not from me.
Huh. Okay.
Well, maybe it was from me. Huh, this is sea turtle. Maybe it was the other turtle. It was from the other deck.
Yes, it was.
The sea turtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
All right. So another turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Robert. What the universe is telling you tonight. This is really interesting. Okay, operating from a stable base is advantageous. If you need help and guidance, ask for it, as you are loved and supported by all. You must delve deeply into the study of something rather than just skimming the surface of it. Do not push hard for what you want all the time. Instead, set an intention or direction and steadily flow towards this. Not every journey needs to be a difficult one full of drama. Robert does a lot of studying. He reads a lot. He prepares for these shows. So he does do a lot of digging. But maybe the messages don't push it. I don't know.
Well, he is
Go
a
ahead.
Taurus, and you know how Tauruses are. They like just
Yeah.
force,
The
push.
the story behind this is uh there was a sea turtle who was trying to protect her eggs, and she had a her shell was strong, but she had a pale head, and she had trouble digging in the sea, and she goes through this whole trauma of going through the birth and taking care of her eggs.
Mm-hmm.
She learned patience. She learned to get help, um, and the children would help her. The little children took an interest in her,
Hmm.
so she got guidance and she got help from people. Um, let's see. The magic of the turtle, of the sea turtle. Um, Sea turtle magic flows to us with stability and resilience. When you want something to come to fruition, but you do not want to have to push very hard for it, as you perhaps have habitually done, ride the wave of the sea turtle magic with its ease and surety. Chill. Sea turtles travel long distances, yet they follow the currents and
Mm-hmm.
hitch a ride. You too can do this energetically and refuse to be pressured. Sometimes you need to accept someone else's more stable helping hand so that you can rest a little. A healthy part of the lesson of the turtle. Accepting help, resting, and going with the flow. That's pretty much the message for you tonight, Robert. I don't know if that resonates with you or not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's work related. I don't know. So whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is, that's for you tonight, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. I've got Project Skyfalls is next, and then Mary Wins would like one for Greg. If you could do one for Greg, Teresa, that would be great.
Greg.
Greg, Mary's Greg.
Oh,
Mary Wins Greg.
okay. Mary's partner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. All righty.
All right. So Project Skyfalls, I pulled the fire card. Solaris Sublime. Ooh, that's a cool card. Wow. Look at that. Duality, creation, Kundalini, the rising phoenix, bringing conflict into harmony, intensity, transformation, the incredibleness of being alive, coalescence, in infinite energy. We live in a dualistic world of light and dark, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. Focusing only on light can repress our shadows. Bringing both sides into balance and being real with our humanness allows us to reach more joy, authenticity, and depth. By accepting and loving all of ourselves as we truly are, we can extend more of this love and have happier, deeper compassion with others. This painting portrays the balance of dance of creation. The greater the distance of separation of duality, the greater the density. As the dragons come together, they dissolve into one with all that is. In this place of coalescence, the fusion brings both sides together in oneness, not just as a re-emerging with the universe, but in an alchemical process of becoming the empowered creator force we truly are. Uh, so the themes of this is passion, motivation, destruction, power, illumination, determination, inner light, and forging forward and transformation. So basically, it's just about balance, balancing the those energies, and not being in one or the other too much, and just creating the balance. Yeah. Good card. Hope that resonates with you, Project Skyfalls. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Okay, Greg. I'm using the animal medicine card deck that David Null uses, the one that Barry just got a hold of.
Oh, cool.
Because I don't know Greg very well, but I'm going to stick with the nature, see what kind of vibes I get, Mary, from this. Okay. So, Mary, I need your intent with this. And you know what I'm talking about, sister. So I'm going to ask you, Mary, to send me your energy and your intuition, because you know Greg far better than I. So you can combine your intent. So if everybody just focuses, stop chatting for a second, and help me here with Greg, I greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2. All right. Dragonfly. Dragonfly. Number 27, Mary. Thank you, Mary. 27. Okay. All right. Dragonfly. Breaks illusions, brings vision of power. No need to prove it. Now is the hour. Know it, believe it. Great Spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all your needs. Dragonfly medicine is of the dream time, and the illusionary facade we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of the dragonfly's wing remind us of colors not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of color, energy, form, and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or place where magic reigned. Some legends say that Dragonfly was once dragon, and that dragon had scales like dragonfly's wings. Dragon was full of wisdom and flew through the night, bringing light with its fiery breath. The breath of dragon brought forth an art of magic and the illusion of changing form. The dragon got caught in its own facade. Coyote tricked dragon into changing form, and the shape of its new body became like dragonflies. In accepting the challenge to prove its power and magical prowess, dragon lost its power. Dragonfly is the essence of winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communications from the elemental world. This elemental world is made up of the tiny spirits of plants and elements of air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits. If Dragonfly has flown into your cards today, you may have forgotten to water your plants. On the other level, you may need to give thanks to the foods you eat for sustaining your body. On the psychological level, it may be time to break down the illusions you have held that restrict your actions or ideas. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. Have you put on too much weight? Have you started to look like a scarecrow? Have you tended to the changes you have wanted to make in your life? These are just examples you do that. If you feel the need for change, call on Dragonfly's energy to guide you through the mists of illusion to the pathway of transformation. See how you can apply the art of illusion to present questions of a situation, and remember that things are never completely as they seem. So, yeah.
Wowza.
There's a contrary flip side to Dragonfly. It did not come in upside down, but it's interesting. You should all know this about Dragonfly, in case one crosses your path. The contrary to this would be, are you trying to prove to yourself or someone else that you have power? Are you caught in an illusion that weakens your true feelings and minimizes your abilities? If so, you may have contracted Dragonfly dive bombing. This is the final crash and burn for some pipe dream that had no real purpose. Look within and feel the sense of self-energy within yourself. Notice if it's ebbing, and find the point in time where you were deluded into believing that you would be happier if you changed because someone else wanted you to. Misery is a prime clue that you lost your will and personal validity when you brought into someone else's idea or who or what you should be. The illusion was that you would be happier if you did it their way and not your own. In forfeiting what you know is right and true for you personally, you give away your power. It's time for you to take it back. Follow Dragonfly into the place inside your body where magic is still alive and drink deeply of its power. This strength belongs to you. It is the power of becoming the illusion. The ability is ever changing and contains within it the knowledge that you are creating it all. So take a look at both aspects of the Dragonfly here for Greg and see what you two come up with. Okay? Hope that helps.
Awesome.
All right.
So it looks like we've gotten through the list. I just want to make sure before we go that we got everybody that wanted a card read tonight.
Okay.
If we didn't get you, just quickly put that in there, read in capital letters, and we'll read one more. If we missed anyone. If not, that would conclude tonight. Yeah. Yep, Elderberry.
Yes,
Take
Elderberry.
that power back. Yeah, for sure. You are a
Mhm.
sovereign being, you know. Take control of your own situations. Yep.
What's Grandpa saying? Yes, I do.
Grandpa
Did-
Brian, you want a card?
I think he said yes, I do.
Okie doke. I'll read
You're-
his. You read the last
You're
one.
welcome, Greg. You're welcome.
All right. I'll read one for you, Grandpa Brian, real quick. And you betcha, Susie Q. Our pleasure. Glad to be of value for sure.
Good to see you,
Makes
Susie.
us feel good. Yeah. And it's good to bring everybody together, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Max, right. Dragonfly is cool, no doubt.
Yeah, it is.
All right. This card is for Elderberry. He can't read. Can't type read. You funny.
Are you going to take that off of him, Brian?
Ah.
He's holding a rifle. You know, he's been hunting all day, Barry. Look out.
Yeah. So, Grandpa Brian, I pulled the healing card for you. And I know you go 100 miles an hour all the time, every day, all day long. I just know that. So, let's see what the healing card says for you, brother. Energy rebalance, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, Reiki, the chakra system, your unique and innate ability to heal, color vibration, soul sovereignty, auras, and the meridian system align to the highest good and the optimal health. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So, ooh, that's exciting because that's spot on. The Lemurians were well versed in the practice of healing arts. They are naturally intuitive, accustomed to navigating energetic based realities, and we all have the natural healing abilities that are advanced. When we deepen our energetic awareness, when we perceive the world beyond our more well known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom that is different from that which stems from intellect. Yeah, because you're tapping into emotion and feeling and intuitiveness. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside focused intentions, we find that anything is possible. You may already practice a form of natural healing, but find you sometimes feel quite drained. If this is the case, ensure the energy you are overflowing comes from an infinite stream of abundant universal energy rather than using your own resources. You may want to imagine the brightest, most love imbued luminescent light flowing down from the heavens or the center of the universe, and alongside any healing intentions, include the statement for the greatest good. Many healing modalities work with a high vibrational energy. It can be wonderful to explore these conjunction with your current practices. If you haven't done healing work before but feel called to do so, now follow this instinct. Be able to offer healing to loved ones or yourself is a gift. Exploring the art of energetic healing and will signify and increase your psychic sensitivity. So, in essence, you want to extend the margins of your awareness, Revisit the situation in question from a broader perspective or a higher vibration with a focus on healing that will help you decipher what is real, possible ways forward, and whether an issue is really a problem at all. This card can also signify the universal push that inspires you to explore your healing abilities, and however that looks for you. I think the biggest thing that I'm getting off of this card for you is because you are a healer and you spend a lot of time and energy healing.
Yeah.
And I think if you pull that light in from, like it said, through the universal consciousness and have that light come down alongside you, I don't feel like you're going to have as much trouble energizing your healing energy within yourself. So it can help. So call the light in alongside you and use that in tandem with your energy.
Right.
And hopefully you won't feel as drained, because I know how intently you heal others. So hope that resonated for you, Grandpa Brian.
I
And
pulled a card for Michelle. She just got here. Hey,
oh, hi,
sweetheart.
Michelle. Okay.
I got a
Yep.
card for you, Michelle.
Okay.
I saw you,
Yep.
sis.
Yeah, I
All
hope
right.
that did hit home with you. Yeah. Okay, good.
All right, sis. Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge
Ooh.
is Michelle's card.
Okay.
Okay. Michelle, the universe is telling you tonight you have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine.
Mm.
As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you physically expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakens within you. The Rainbow Bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through your chakra system along your spine, allowing spirit to enter your body and to stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life as your consciousness is raised. It draws in higher energies that nourish and awaken your body, mind, and soul through your chakra system. As your chakras become stimulated by the increasing influx of spiritual light, a clearing process begins which supports the consequent expansion of your consciousness. I think her consciousness has been expanded quite a bit. This clearing is
exponentially.
This clearing is like a spiritual detox, Michelle. It clears blocks from your mind and emotional body and your physical body, as well as from your soul, such as an unresolved past life issue. As these blocks are broken down and processed, emotional trauma stored in your organs and nervous system can be released, and your energy field becomes more spacious. This creates rooms for an increase of spiritual light, and as a result, you feel clearer about who you are and why you're here, and others will see more clearly when they are in your field. You become more powerful. Your energy field continues to clear itself, attracting more spiritual light, becoming more visible beyond physical limits. Others can be supported by your light, even if they can't see your physical body. You are growing as a light worker, Michelle. You are helping humanity increasingly in different ways whilst enjoying your own spiritual growth. You are now opening to new consciousness. With this comes new insight and awareness, and an awakening or deepening of your soul talents, such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, or telepathy. You should be able to tap into these now that Spirit is with you. Your channels are being cleared and activated. Get plenty of rest when you can. We know that's difficult.
Drink lots of water too.
Open up and allow this process. Be patient and trust in your process. If emotional content arises and you're concerned you might be falling back into any kind of old habits, don't be afraid. Find ways to express what you are feeling through writing, therapy, dance, music, and art, sound and conscious movement. Explore your personal expression to allow for personal expansion. And what I have been seeing is she's gotten into more poetry lately.
Mm-hmm.
She's posting those.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing her selfies. You
Yep.
know,
Mm-hmm.
she's connecting in various ways so she is going through exactly this process right now.
Mm-hmm.
This oracle brings an additional message to you tonight from Spirit, Michelle. Hold on. Ascension can be a wild ride. No kidding.
Oh,
Anything
boy.
is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual peace and love, simply allowing the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During ascension, your life can change quite dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers you to rise from one reality into another. Even if your outer world doesn't change radically, internally you will feel as though you're living a different life.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, the physical world changes around you to follow that. Enjoy crossing the Rainbow Bridge, Michelle, into a new connection. Dear one, the universe says, you have everything you need. You are ready for this. It was meant to be. Your incantation, Michelle, I call upon the unconditionally loving guidance that can assist me with mercy, grace, protection, and support through my ascension process. I accept this opportunity to grow spiritually and shift from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. I accept the opening of my chakras into a more loving consciousness. I accept the changes happening inside of me and in my life to do this spiritual growth. May I be held in tenderness and compassion as I release lower vibrational patterns and embody my authentic divinity. May the beings of unconditional love who assist the anchoring of a loving rainbow bridge of light upon this planet for the greatest good of all beings be empowered and invited to do so now through my own free will, so be it.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Good card, sis.
Gazakov just came in.
Gaza.
Yeah.
Gary,
Hey.
did you find some land, Gary? I was telling them about you earlier. Folks were asking about
They
you,
were
Gary.
asking about you and how it went with your group banding together. Yeah.
Good,
Cool.
Michelle.
Yep. Glad you got that. Yep. Shivers. I bet. I got actually when you were reading that, I was getting tingling on the top of my head. So I knew that you're spot
My
on.
whole hand vibrated
Yep.
like crazy when that card came out for her. So
Yep.
means something,
Crazy.
sis.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Guys, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Did you want a card, Gary? Do you want a card read? I bet he does.
You want to read it for him then?
Huh?
You want to read it for him?
Sure. Hang on, Gary. Thank you.
He
Body's
says,
very sore.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a heck of a
Yeah,
person.
all that walking and moving. Yeah,
all those
it's tough.
people. How did
Yeah.
you even move around
Ooh,
all
that's
those
tough
people?
being in those deep crowds like that. There's so much energy going on, but hey, you're all there for the same reason, so it must have been
Wow.
very powerful, you know.
All right, let me
good
get
on
these
you.
cards out here for Gary.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, just need to
Love
switch
you too,
gears.
Michelle.
Love you, sissy.
Yeah.
I just need to
Yep. Switch gears.
for a second here.
Pulling a card for Gazakov.
Gaza. Earth healing, brother.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, can't make this stuff up.
No.
Spot on all night. Gosh.
Earth healing, Gary.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right. Universe is telling you tonight, Gary, you are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. I just Just
Ew.
remember this and believe.
It's sweet.
Remember this and believe your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe, Gary. What you are doing matters, and you will be supported. Can't believe I drew this card for you, Gary.
Mm.
The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is exceptionally beautiful and peaceful divine being in her own rights. Yet, she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. You are here, brother, to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on the role of a healer, a guide, mentor, or teacher for others on the planet on this path. It may see you doing work with the natural world with various earth-centered causes, such as conservation and animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. I'm so full of emotion right now because you are so tapped in, Gary. You're doing your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you're going to find the land that you need to do it in.
Absolutely, you will.
All right. It may involve an active prayer of life that is engaging through your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing, and blessing whenever you can to see all around you, whether it be an accident on the road or an animal or a person who seems to be suffering or an item on the news that you know needs light and healing. From the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, the Oracle tells you tonight that you are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality of consciousness upon this earth. Earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks to you, Gary, for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you whilst you are here on this planet. These include financial support, hunting food, and human and animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand your field of influence, education and training opportunities, the means to take advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you have learned in the real world context. The most you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you've been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle tonight as a validation that it is.
Mm-hmm.
What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and in the impact that you have in this world, because you are capable of that, Gary. But you are already helping in ways that you may not even realize, but that the earth and the spiritual world do, and they recognize it and appreciate it. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, Gary. Keep shining and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. So this message is for you tonight, Gary, from the universe itself, for everything that you've been through and everything that you're working through, and it's for Jules as well as you. I'm sure it's for both of you, but in particular, what you're doing for the earth is telling you, and the universe is telling you they really love you and appreciate you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect card for you.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you,
doubt.
Gary.
Yes.
Thank you for being such a great example to all of us.
Yeah. Thank you, sister, for reading that card. pulling that for him. Hey, Crystal MacArthur just came in and she said she needs some good energy towards Izzy.
Oh,
Something
okay.
going on with Izzy.
What's going on with Izzy?
Is she not feeling good?
Wow.
Might have a slight emergency with Izzy, so I just need supportive energy towards her. Of course, absolutely.
Sure,
Yes,
Crystal.
sending some healing. Grandpa Brian, he can help us with that as well.
Yeah.
Send Izzy some good vibes and Mama
Definitely.
too. Yep.
Yes, I do, Gary. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a deal. Yep.
Yep.
I've had a similar thing happen to me. A
Yeah.
vehicle rolled in front of me and I had pulled him out of the car. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Possible
right.
accidental poisoning. Okay, Crystal. We're on it.
Yes.
We're sending love to Izzy
Oh, poor
and
baby.
healing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep on it tonight too, Crystal.
Mm-hmm. Send some angels your way too. All of
Yep.
positive light. Yep. Sending it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, that concludes tonight's reading. Thanks for everybody for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being part of the Soul Tribe.
That was
Really
just the best
appreciate it.
ending possible.
It was.
That message
Yeah, it
from
was.
the universe, because
Hard
that's
to top that. Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, everybody. Have a
right.
wonderful rest of the weekend and lots of love. And thanks for being with us. Appreciate you.
Love you guys.
So much love.
Bye.